That's number 3, David Winters, finally being covered now by Moenberg. And some signals coming in, and they're going to go for it. The shot up, and it's a catch by Winters. He brings it. He's slammed out of bounds by Carter Schmidt again. That's holding the defense true right there. Sullivan seen something that he liked. That's a big-time play on 4th down. And that's going to keep the senior Rams defense on the field for a bit longer here in this 3rd quarter. 4:15 remaining, 31-14 Clinton. Rams just give up a big 4th down and 8. 1st down from Sullivan to Winters. Again, Whitaker in the backfield, as we have not seen any Gage Harris as of late, as he went out a little bit earlier, a little banged up after a run, maybe a helmet to the quad. I don't see him close to the coaching staff over there. So Larson with the stop on that run by Nigel Whitaker. Again, Whitaker more of a scat back, 5'7", 150 pounds. He's back about 7 yards deep behind the center. Sullivan, another completion over there. That's going to be to his favorite target, Ty Wenzel. That will be, I believe, just short of the 1st down. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Definite 4-down territory. If that was 4-down territory earlier for the River Kings, this, no matter what, is. Again, 3:35, taking up some clock here are the River Kings.
Just a pitch and catch game for Clinton River Kings right now.
He's got a man deep, broken up. They're going to throw a flag on that. I think they're going to throw a flag because the defensive back, Alex Richard, was unable to wrap his head back around to see the ball as it was in the air. The timing was right. Sullivan had a man, Wenzel, down there once again, but that's going to be a big 15-yard penalty for the Rams and put the River Kings even closer to the Rams end zone.
Pass interference.
Again, when you pass as much as Johnny Sullivan and the River Kings do, you know, once in a while those defensive backs are going to be tested. And
I like how you said that. Gianni Sullivan.
Gianni
Sullivan.
Yeah.
Hey,
He has
Johnny.
a football name. Johnny Football, dude. Come on,
Yeah.
It's Johnny, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
the guy who's meant to be a quarterback.
Number 2 and everything.
I mean, Gage Harris, that's a running back, you know? Rams bring him down. That's going to be a no-gain play. Good defensive stop there by the Rams. Bend and no break. It's still pedal to the metal if you're the Rams. You got to get back into this ball game. Jacob Nolan with the tackle there, the 6'1", 210-pound senior in on the stop. Again, River Kings spreading out the Rams, but always leaving open the possibility of the draw play. And they're going to air it out, and Sullivan's got his man on the down and outs. Wenzel again. I mean, this is too easy for him, Steve. It's a shotgun snap, take 2 steps back. You got 2 down and outs going on. Hit the guy on the corner, stop the clock, 3rd and short. This kid's getting a good workout in with that arm, though. That's for dang sure.
Yep, that was just his 29th pass of the night.
Rams definitely want to get some pressure on him and knock him around a little bit. But that offensive line, you have to give credit to the River Kings and their offensive line, that left tackle. Tyler Clark's really stepped up on the left side to go along with the other big fellows up there, protecting Johnny Sullivan's blind side there as well. So 2:51 remaining, 31-14 remains the score. 17-point edge for Clinton. Right now, again, you're watching and listening to boys high school football. Whoa.
What is with you,
From
man?
TH Media.
Basketball.
I don't know. I think it's because I just started coaching basketball again because there's
That could be
preseason going on, and
Sure.
yeah, it's kind of,
That could be
I
it.
don't know. I apologize for that.
No problem.
Football.
Score alert.
What do we got?
Waller holds a 10-7 lead over Marion at the Rock Bowl. 5:08 to play in the 3rd quarter.
Interesting.
Also, we're in the 3rd quarter over at the Unidome. Western Dubuque still trailing Cedar Falls 9-0. So they're hanging in there with one of the top teams in the state. Just trying to get something going on the offensive end there for the Bobcats. We'll see if they can get it going.
It's always a tough, fast place to play, too, down there in the Unidome. It's playing inside that dome. It's like a whole other ball game. 3rd and short. Here we go. 2:50 remaining. Sullivan from the gun. Whitaker, and he's going to keep it this time, is Sullivan. Little juke move inside. He will have enough for the first down. Again, he's using his feet when it matters the most, Steve. And he's had multiple first down runs this evening as well. When he's, looks like designed runs, too, on those quarterback keepers. Obviously, it was 4-down territory for the River Kings. Again, 31-14, 2.5 left here in the third. River Kings 31, Rams 14. We appreciate however you're joining us tonight. Sullivan hit as he throws, back of the end zone, touchdown!
Unbelievable.
Wow.
What a play.
What a tough guy back there as he was sandwiched by 2 Ram players. Took a nice hit and throws it up to his favorite target, Ty Wenzel, for 6. Second touchdown reception for Wenzel from Sullivan this evening. And River Kings starting to pile on here at Dalzell. It's now 37-14, pending the extra point attempt by Tristan Connell. Steve, tell me you heard the Kevin Harlan call of the streaker, or the guy running on the field on
Yes.
last Monday night's football.
The only entertaining part of that 49ers and
that's good.
Rams game.
Like, that was awesome. I'm sorry. Like, I listened to that. I thought it was a joke when I first heard it, and then I'm like, that is awesome. Just to be able to call that for the guy doing it. A little too much attention for him, but it was still hilarious. Penalty marker on the play is going to move the River Kings back for the PAT to the 15-yard line, which should not be an issue for Tristan Connell. Although that last kick looked like a knuckler, potentially one of the Rams got a finger on it. We'll re-kick this one, and it's blocked this time, and it's no good. Not sure, that definitely looked a little unorthodox compared to his other kicks this evening. Nonetheless, PAT attempt unsuccessful. Score still remains 37-14 with 2:15 left here in the third quarter. Again, up next, too, looking ahead, next game will be Coach Wofford and the River Kings' first district matchup between Iowa City High. That'll be next Friday night down in Clinton. Again, that's district number 7 in Class 4A. Joined by Iowa City High and Clinton in that district are Davenport Central, Muscatine, Bettendorf, and Davenport North. So pretty top-heavy up there in District 7 with some pretty good teams up on the top. The majority of them are 2-1 on the year. Senior, on the other hand, they will travel to Davenport West for their first district matchup. That'll be next Friday night. Or, excuse me, that'll be a Thursday night game. So Senior with multiple Thursday night games on the slate this year. And it's going to be a kick, I believe, might be taken, and it will not, by Schmidt as he receives in the end zone. Rams will take over once again from the 20, down 23 points, 37-14 with 2:17 remaining.
You know, as the game goes on, it kind of getting to the point now where it's really going to be tough for Senior to climb back in this one. If you're a coach, coaching staff, you're looking for positive signs. Who's making the effort? Who's making the plays? Who's going out there and hitting someone?
You have
trying to get something to build off as you head into next week.
And unfortunately, it's been all too common, I think, the last couple of years for Senior, kind of mediocre in regards to record and ball games. But to your point, keep on chugging away, keep on playing hard. It's homecoming. You play for pride. You play, if you're a junior, you're a sophomore, and you're on varsity, you're playing to continue to show that effort because you want to get experience. You want to continue to play all year. Again, this means nothing in the grand scheme of the playoff picture, as none of these games that Senior has played this year have been district games. So at the same time, you almost use these as exhibition games to amp yourself up for the district schedule, which starts next week. So Schnee's got some running room on the side. He's able to cut back in the inside, where he's tackled by a few River Kings, led by number 26, Isaac Calderon, with a tackle for the River Kings.
That's going to put him over 100 yards on the game.
Good.
17 carries for 101 yards.
He's a heck of a runner from what I've seen so far this year. He's got some good moves in between the tackles. He's got power and he's got speed. And again, he's only a junior after being on the varsity squad last year as a sophomore and getting that valuable experience. Schnee again gets a full head of steam. Here he goes. He's up. He's trying to find a way out. Skips over a man. Unfortunately brought down at about the 41-yard line by Sam McElney. Good run by Sam Schnee. Moving the chains once again. Good power run by Schnee. Tried to do a little dipsy-do right there and was unsuccessful as he was upended by McElney. Minute left here in the third quarter. Senior driving. Ball on the River King 42. Again, Wildcat formation. And here goes Schnee again. He's going to keep. He's got a lead blocker out there. He's going to run through for about a 5-yard gain. And again, Coach Plessel sticking with what's working. And that's Sam Schnee tonight.
I think they patched me into the coaching radio booth.
I think they did. They can do that, I think. They can grab our feed and
just
they're going
patch
directly in. Give the ball to Schnee.
Do it again. It's not that easy. I'd be a heck of a coach, though, if it was.
You might have something brewing there. Schnee, that power run game, he's up to the 34-yard line. It'll be 3rd and short. That'll put us at the end of the third quarter of play here as the clock will tick away. We'll flip the field as well and start fresh. Senior will be going right to left as we return for the fourth quarter of play. You're watching boys high school football from TH Media.
We here at GoFindMyCar.com are searching for a fresh new look to represent the services we offer. We held an open casting call to anyone to help us out.
Cooking up some great deals.
Can't find a car in any of the local literature?
Well, you can have my bow.
I and my axe.
And my website, GoFindMyCar.com.
We're still searching for the fresh new look for GoFindMyCar.com.
Welcome back, sports fans. Again, I'm Travis Cole for TH Media, joined in the booth by host of More Than the Score, Steve Ortman. And we're live at Dalzell. Sam Schnee looking for a little bit more running room. Finds some on the right side there over tackle. He's able to take it down to the River King 19-yard line for a Ram first down. Steve, we're still playing for pride if you're a Ram fan right now. And if you're a Ram fan, you like what you see from Sam Schnee tonight as he's continuing to put the pedal to the metal.
That was the 6th play of the drive, and they've all been carries by Sam Schnee. And they're chugging right along.
Again, quarterback still Eric Edminster for the Rams. And he's going to get back in the gun formation. Got a man over the middle, and that's a push-off, and will be PI right there as Edminster had his man, Romagna, in the middle of the field there on a post route. He threw the ball into some traffic, but you know what? You're not gonna get anything called unless you try to make it happen, and that's what Romagna did there on the post. Good looking spiral by Edminster, and the Rams will take it.
We've got a couple score updates.
Do-do-do-do-do.
That's my job.
Oh.
You don't do the sound.
Wah, wah, wah.
No. Great lead-in.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
I try. I try.
Marion has taken a 14-10 lead on Waller over at the Rock Bowl towards the end of the third quarter. And towards the end of the third as well in the Unidome, Bobcats are on the board. They cut the deficit 9-7 in the Unidome.
I like that down there.
Bobcats.
Got some action going on. 9-7. They're a gritty team, Steve.
They are.
They are. They have a great defense, and they're
Bug!
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, we are having an issue up
I'm
here
sorry.
in the booth. Steve is getting spooked by, I believe, a moth. Yeah, a moth.
I'm sorry, I look like a giant bat. Sorry.
I can see how those could be mistaken for one another.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. First and goal for the Rams. Schnee in the Wildcat formation. Romagna in motion. There's Malik Harris with the inside handoff. Schnee keeps. Again, this time the River Kings are stacking that box up, and we're able to sniff that one out right away. 11:15 remaining in the fourth. 37-14 River Kings.
I just want to say, Travis, it's an honor and a privilege to be here covering this game with you. It's been a wonderful time.
Thank you. I echo the kind statements that you passed my way. So it could be on to something. This could be hope for many more of these.
They're going to be just dying to have Steve Ortman do all the color on these football games. Kind of a slowdown here in the play.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here as our official. Looks like a long explanation to Coach Wofford and the River Kings. And we're going to start that clock up and continue this ball game. Second down and 10 from the 10. Schnee from the gun. And he's going to keep this one again. Too much of the same thing here the last three plays, Steve.
They're kind of catching on to it.
Yeah, I mean, if Schnee can throw the ball, maybe it would help.
It took them 70 yards, but
Yeah.
they finally figured out what's going on here.
Third and long, obviously 4-down territory for the Ram. Edminster in the traditional behind center look. And timeout is going to be called by the River Kings here as senior kind of pulled out a single back regular formation here, standard formation. They were outnumbering the Clinton defense right there on the line, so good timeout call by Wofford. Again, if you're just joining us, score update down at the Unidome, according to Steve Ortman, 9-7 Cedar Falls. So giving our props down to the Bobcat faithful as well for continuing to push against the number 10 ranked team in the state.
But, you know, not the outcome that the Rams fans were hoping for, but you know what? It's a great night of football.
Absolutely, it's a great night of football, Steve. What more would we rather want to do? Great facility again, right? Because it's you were a little late to the game.
My debut. Yep.
A couple years later.
Dalzell Field. Yep, just 2 or 3 years late. That's fine.
Well, looks like the River Kings sorted out what they needed to. Rams are going to come out in the I formation here. Kind of probably their kind of jumbo package here, and it was third and short. He's not going to get that first down as his knee hit the ground. Oh, it's going to be close, and they will get. That is good for a first. That was close, Steve. If you're a Ram fan and you're watching this game right now, that knee looked like it went down back there. But nonetheless, first and goal from the 8 are the Rams, looking to put 6 on the board here. Cut it down to a 3-possession game with a score. Full house blitz. Malik Harris gets it on the left side. He is fighting his way on the sideline, finally pushed out of bounds by the River Kings on the left side of the near side of your viewing screen. That clock is going to stop, 10:01 remaining. Carter Schmidt split out to the far side of the field. Schnee in the backfield. Edminster behind center. Schnee gets the ball. He's going to go left side and walk into the end zone for a touchdown. Sam Schnee pointing up to the heavens. Throws the ball to the official. And that's 6 for the Rams. All Sam Schnee on that drive, Steve, as the Rams put 6 on the board to cut the lead to 17 points here with 9:56 remaining in the fourth.
152 yards on the ground for Sam Schnee. Another great game for him. You know, despite the fact that he's really been racking up, he had 25 carries right now. There felt like at times, especially in the first half, that he really could have been getting the ball more.
Right.
But, you know, that's all in hindsight at this point. The bottom line of this game is that it was just a really impressive performance by the Clinton offense.
I agree.
Thank you.
Good perspective there, Steve.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Going for 2 are the Ram. Edminster finds Carter Schmidt for 2. The score is, instead of a 3-possession game, it's now a 2-possession game for the Rams. So there is life here at Dalzell for the Rams as they cut the lead to 16 on a successful 2-point conversion attempt. Edminster to Schmidt on the play-action pass. And it's not onside kick time yet, is it? I mean, I know, I'm just saying, the Clinton River Kings have been moving the ball pretty good, eating up chunks. So
They have, most definitely.
we saw them go on a, 6-7 minute drive in the first half. They're able to use kind of the whole field, working the clock with the run game as well as their short pass game, which is the most impressive from my seat in the park. Here we go, 37-22. River Kings hold the edge. We're under 10 minutes here in the fourth quarter at Dalzell. Blake Harris to kick. We're gonna have, looks like an offsides on the Rams on the kickoff, unfortunately. And Coach Plessel, hands on hips once again, not happy with the execution of his football team at the moment. Again, we appreciate you however you're joining us tonight through your technology that you have at home, whether that's the smartphone, smart TV, tablet, laptop, desktop computer, if you still have those. It's just, like I said, been a great time up here in the booth. Really enjoy, like I said, the atmosphere here tonight at Dalzell, and just the fact that we're seeing some good football, and that's what we need. And there's the kick to the back down to the 15, where it's gathered up by the River Kings. Space on the right side, finally brought down at the 39-yard line is Walker Chapman, the senior up-back. Grabs the kick return and takes it out to the 38-yard line. That's where Sullivan will take over for the River Kings. Again, I believe I did see Gage Harris over on the sideline trying to work that quad or hamstring, whatever it may be. It was a lower leg injury that he had, and he's back in the game. You can see him gingerly limping, Steve. I don't know if that's something that senior's going to try to attack. It's the right leg for Gage Harris, but he's trying to tough it out here. The 6'2", 210-pound senior, he wants to continue in here. Oh, Sullivan goes down hard, and he's lucky to hold on to that ball, Steve. That's the risk you take if you're Coach Wofford and you try to pass. Sullivan hit hard. Just about lost the ball on that one, too. That's just what senior would have needed at that point. Unfortunately for them, not able to jar the ball out, but good sack nonetheless for the Rams.
That's what you call good waffling. He was waffled.
He was, indeed. Nolan, amongst others, in on that sack.
You know, in most instances, you like waffles. This time, not really.
Nah. Give me some syrup with those waffles. Again, Sullivan tucking it. He's going to try to run. They're trying to grab that ball. Good job of tucking it with Sullivan. Again, I think he's doing the smart thing. If that pass isn't there, he's trying to keep that clock rolling, and Not sure if this is a little. Oh, there's number 5 there. Ty Magruder, one of the kick return specialists, is limping as well. Coach trying to get him off the field, and a substitute in. Again, clock continuing to tick. 8 minutes, 54 seconds left. And here goes the clock. 3rd down and 11. Big 3rd down play here for the Ram defense. If they can stop them, might give themselves a shot at a potential comeback. And fumbled snap by Sullivan. Finds his man on the right corner, and bad pass, short and to the left. That's going to stop the clock for the Rams and bring up a 4th down and 11 here at Dalzell. Again, the bad snap. It's been a couple things I've noticed tonight, Steve, is the bad center snap shotgun exchange a few times has been low. One time it was pretty high as well, where Sullivan had an issue with it. Again, we saw this song and dance last time. Sullivan back in the gun with Harris, and the kind of rugby-style punt, pooch punt. Rams are going to bring everybody up once again, and they're going to make sure to protect. And Sullivan's going to punt this one, and there it is again. And that's why he has a 49-yard punt average, Steve, is that play right there. They respect that quarterback so much, and this River King team, for what they can do offensively. Rams have an uphill battle here, but it can be done. They will take over at their own 14, are the senior Rams, down 16 with 8:24 remaining.
Trying to check to see if we... Oh, here we go. Dubuque Hempstead on the road against Waterloo East tonight. 2:52 to play in the 3rd quarter. They hold a 39-6 lead. So it's going to be a good night for the Mustangs. They're going to be coming home with a win.
W.
Also, Dubuque Waller has just retaken the lead on Marion. Exciting
Edmonster's
game.
going up top, had a man! Sorry for the interruption, Steve, but that was exciting right there. Right in front of us, Kentarian Johnson had a step. Edmonster put the ball, tried to go Odell right there. I think maybe use those feet, jump up and snag that with 2 would have been the thing to do. You only need 1 foot in bounds, so.
No, it's fine. It's cool. Just jump right in and interrupt me.
Yep.
I'm going to an exciting score update. Anyway, under 7 minutes to play there. Waller's up 17-14. Exciting game at the Rock Bowl.
Right up the street from here, Steve.
That is correct.
Hand off to Schnee. Be a 4-yard pickup for Schnee, bring up 4th down and 6. Excuse me, 3rd down and 6.
Brunson on the stop.
Edmonster from the gun. River Kings trying to fake that blitz out here and they've kind of read this senior offense kind of like a book of recent in regards to they'll show that blitz and make senior kind of recommit themselves to a play. There's the pass out to Schmidt. He's got room in the inside. He's fighting for that first, and he's able to keep his feet and dive for the first. What a play by Carter Schmidt, keeping the legs churning. Put that hand down before the elbow or leg was able to touch the ground. Headsy play by Schmidt, the junior wide receiver for the Rams. There's passing lanes open too, Steve. I'm noticing them. Unfortunately, the ball is just not getting to the right spot, when he's throwing it. Edmonster, that is. And they're going to let him unleash one again. He's got a man open, and he's able to catch that Schmidt again. Ooh, and he drops the ball incomplete. Good hit there by Nigel Whitaker. The little fella coming in and sticking and moving on Carter Schmidt. Jars the ball loose. That's a big-time drop because that would have been a 1st down for the Rams.
Oh, yeah, the little guy just runs in there and you don't expect much from him. I was boom! And he hits it. You know what that was?
Nice John Madden.
Yeah!
I was going to say, I'm like.
I felt pretty awful, but you recognized it. All right.
Yeah, boom! Boom! You go here, you go there, boom! Yeah, and that was a boom right there by Whitaker as he dropped the hammer on Schmidt. And here comes a corner blitz. Man open. Ooh, again, Edmonster. Schmidt found spot in that zone right there, sat in it, but Edminster just unable to hit, and that's been the difference tonight. It's under 40% completion easily compared to Sullivan's more positive percentage from a completion standpoint for the evening. So 3rd and 10, 7:06 remaining, 2 consecutive passes. Looks like a third in the works here for the Rams. River Kings have been bringing some pressure as well. Edminster, he's looking to run. He's got some space on the side over here. Little spin move, and he's brought down after about a 5-yard gain by Berrien Collins. That'll bring up 4th down, and it's go time here for the Rams. It's 4th and
Collins on the stop.
4th and 5. It's do or die here for Senior. Obvious 4-down territory. We'll see what Coach Plessel has drawn up here for this particular situation as the clock is ticking. 37-22, River Kings hold the edge. Edminster has his man Schmidt in the middle. That's going to be a 1st down completion. But that's what happens when you stand in the pocket and you have time. You're able to pick apart the defense. So good effort there by Edminster. Good job by Schmidt as well to sit in the middle of that zone and know where the sticks are, gather the pass, and complete the 1st down chance. And here's Edminster again from the gun. Pressure coming. Edminster has his man Katarian Johnson. And it's kind of freaky here. See, this looks like Johnny Sullivan and the Clinton River Kings right now. But it's not. It's Eric Edminster and Carter Schmidt, Katarian Johnson, and the Senior offense are really stepping up here in the 4th quarter with 6 minutes remaining. I like what I'm seeing out of the Senior quarterback here of late. Get that confidence and get that pep in your step. It definitely builds that up. Johnson with the jet sweep again, trying to pick his way through. He's got some running room. Johnson puts his head down, brought down by a couple of River Kings. Good looking run though by Katarian Johnson. That's going to be another 1st down, and moving the chains again are the Rams. We're under 6 again, 37-22, 1st down Rams. And a little bit of excitement here at Dalzell as we come here in the 4th quarter of play. Thinking number 5 might be called right here, Mr. Ortman. And that's going to be an offsides, kind of, 5-yard penalty. Yes, sir.
Boy, you're on fire.
Yeah, I got it on lockdown over here, man.
I tell you what, Senior with a nice drive to score the touchdown. You get a 3-and-out on defense, and now you're charging again. This is getting a little interesting. 5:43 and counting to play. Rams at the Clinton 23-yard line. Mighty interesting if the Rams can punch one in here. It's going to be
Schnee
Schnee.
again on the Wildcat. He's down at the 19.
3 yards.
There goes Schnee again. He's got running room, trying to barrel his way through. He's down to about the 18-yard line. That's enough for another 1st down. Sam Schnee once again putting the team on his back here on the ground. Good looking drive again. 5 minutes. Clock is tick, 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 ticking away here.
God, it's loud. Ah! Man, that's a loud clock.
I know, that's that old school one. Schnee from, a little pitch this time to Malik Harris. He's going to put his head down, and he's brought down. Good hit by the River Kings. That's number 54. That's their stud, Trevor Berry, the senior linebacker, 6'2", 250-pound, D-end. Drops the hammer there on Malik Harris after a gain of 2. 4:28 remaining. Clock continues to tick. Again, I'm Travis Cole for TH Media, joined in the booth by Steve Ortman. He's providing some exceptional color commentary tonight, as well as some just on-time delivery of statistics and updates. So we appreciate that, Steve.
You're all very
There goes
welcome.
Schnee. He's got running room, and he's brought down at the 2. That's going to be a 1st and goal for the Rams. Clock will stop while they position the ball. Rams making a few quick substitutions. Good looking run by Schnee. I think it's a Sam Schnee play once again, don't you?
Oh, I would imagine.
Kind of rhymed. Did you get that? A Sam Schnee play. I like that.
Anyway, moving along. Big play for the Rams. First and goal at the 3-yard line. And this could get real interesting. Oh, that doesn't...
Got to power his way in there. Down to the 1. And actually, no, that will be at... Yep, he's going to move, looks like the 2-yard line, where the ball will be positioned for second down and goal.
That was carry number 30
Woo.
for Sam Schnee.
What's he at yardage?
174 yards on the ground tonight. Trying to get his 3rd touchdown right here
And
if
he's
they
in
give him
that
the ball
Wildcat.
again.
Sorry to interrupt. That Wildcat once again. He wants it,
Oh.
and he's stuffed. Big play by the River Kings. They sniffed that one out. That's Michael Cook with the stop. That's going to be a loss of many yards on that play. That's a loss of about 4 or 5. That's going to be a timeout by the Rams. Talking over here on 3rd down.
Looks like a 3rd and goal at 7 is going to be coming up here out of the timeout.
I mean, what sort of play? What do you, if you're Coach Plussel, what are you talking about if you're coaching the Rams right now? Are you talking about a pass play with Edminster? Are we doing the Wildcat again? I mean, what's your perspective here? If you're coaching, it's a Madden high school game, all right? You're coaching. What do you call from the controller?
Ooh, that's tough. I don't know if Senior throws it to their tight ends very often, but I love play action to the tight end down here tight.
Congratulations today.
Otherwise, when in doubt in this game, give it to Shammy Schnee.
Yeah,
Shammy.
right you are on that one. It's been a Sam Schnee game tonight, and he's having a good one. As Steve hinted on earlier, 30 carries, 174 yards, 2 touchdowns. Rams spreading out the River Kings. Schmidt might be one-on-one and there's going to be a timeout by the River Kings. I didn't like, and I saw a potential exploitation over here of the defense there.
They can't see where you're pointing, Travis.
I know. Nobody can. Right there. Right by the left hash, as Carter Schmidt was lining up right there, the outside linebacker was coming into blitz, would have caused one-on-one coverage and a nice hole by the A and Rams in the back of the end zone there. Fortunately for the River Kings, timeout called, tragedy averted on their end, and we go back to the drawing board.
Yep, we got refs meeting there in the end zone. What do you think they're talking about? Hey,
What do you guys have? What do we have for our snack after?
Do you want to get a pretzel after the game?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know about a pretzel. You want to get a slice of pizza? I don't know. What about Mexican? Nah. I like the orange chicken at the Chinese. Yeah. Okay, yeah, roll it out. Yep, yeah, all right. That's what we're going to do. We're going to roll out to the Chinese place afterwards. Get some grub, some orange chicken. It's fried rice.
I think.
That sounds
he's
good.
shaking his head. They're agreeing.
Maybe I should go to Hy-Vee afterwards.
I might have to too.
What are we talking about?
Football.
Okay,
Here we go. Yeah. It's senior football. Trying
Echo.
to cut this to a one-possession game. Edminster. Oh, wow. Though, not what you wanted in that situation. Big number 45 in on the sack. That's Alex Tolan again. Alex, he's my defensive player of the game. Is Alex Tolan. He had that block punt, scoop and score, and now this gigantic sack. It's going to put the Rams in desperation. A desperation heave here from the 16-yard line. And there goes Edminster. He's got a little bit of running room. He's got and he's going to get brought down at the 4. And that's going to be a turnover on downs for the Rams.
He did a little pump fake
I know.
at the 5-yard
I like
line.
that.
10 yards past the line of scrimmage, and it almost worked.
It almost did. I was almost going to say, oh my God.
Stopped the defender in his tracks there for a second. Luckily, there was another River Kings defender coming in.
Absolutely. But, I mean, good effort by the Rams. You almost were to hope that some of his wide receivers came back to the ball or tried to move a little bit more back there. It looked like they kind of ran their route and stalled it out. So, looks like a little ground. Rams do have 2 timeouts, so they can stop the clock here a few times. But that was a big missed opportunity as they had 1st and goal from the 3, I believe, Steve. And stall the drive out on a turnover on downs. Rams going for that ball. Gage Harris says, I'll take it up for a first down. Rams will call timeout to stop the clock. Again, if the Rams do lose, they will drop to 1-3 overall. Again, 0 games played yet within district number 6. Their first district game will be next Thursday at Davenport West. Davenport West is 0-3 on the season as well, so by the looks, statistically speaking, Senior could sit at 1-0 within the district next week with a win down at Davenport West. So handoff there again by Sullivan to Harris. That will be a second down, as they did get a first down on that first play. And there's the timeout, this time by Senior. Clinton, on the other hand, they will travel, or excuse me, they will host the Iowa City High Little Hawks next weekend down at their place for their first district match in district number 7. With a win tonight, they will improve to 3-1 overall as well, with their only loss coming last week to the Cedar Rapids Prairie Hawks on a shootout last week. That score of that game was 42-46 Prairie, who pulled off the W in the waning moments of the game. So again, we appreciate you joining us tonight, however you are. 37-22, Clinton holds the edge. Minute 57 remaining. Senior had a chance to cut the score to 7 or 8, excuse me, if they would have gotten the touchdown in 2, but their drive stalled out. They had first and goal from the 3 and were unable to convert that into any points, therefore giving the ball back to the River Kings here. River Kings simply trying to run out the clock at this point. Keep the ball on the ground and play it safe is what Coach Wofford and the Kings will do, and that's exactly what running back Gage Harris is going to do. He's going to dive forward, make sure he holds the ball. That will burn Senior's final timeout with 1 minute 51 seconds left. So look for the River Kings to potentially do one of their short down and out passes. Look for Ty Wenzel or David Winters in this situation to handle the ball from Sullivan. Again, don't forget to log on Thursdays at thonline.com/sports to check out More Than the Score. We're actually joined tonight, it's our lucky day up in the booth, with the host Steve Ortman. He also sits around with Brendan West, Tim O'Neill, and Jim Leitner, correct?
Correct.
Oh. You have some sponsors, don't you?
We have a couple sponsors, Dubuque Auto Plaza and Dubuque Bank and Trust. Love the show, love sponsoring it, love being a part of the greatest sports show in the tri-state area. So check us out every Thursday, thonline.com/sports. We'll catch up on all the great sports in the area, bring on local talents from around the area, have some fun with them. So be sure to check us out.
Absolutely. Thanks for that, Steve. And there's the pass across the middle. And again, Clinton, sometimes you wonder, Steve, like, you know, I just don't understand the play call at this point, you know. Throw the ball deep over the middle.
Plus, Gage Harris is 2 yards away from a 100-yard game. That's just cruel.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give them the
That's
box.
just cruel.
They got to know that down there.
Aren't they giving stats down there?
This is a big time. They have to punt in this situation, right? I mean, they're not going to. They can't go for it.
Absolutely.
But we've seen. There's the pooch. Get out of the way if you're Senior. You have to get out of the way. The pooch punt, and it's going to take a friendly roll out of bounds at the Senior 45-yard line. Senior will take over with 1:36 remaining. No timeouts. Down 16. They need a miracle here, Steve. A quick strike pass onside, and then another quick strike pass to win this one. And don't forget converting the 2-point conversion. So it's a uphill battle, to say the least, but you never say never. And again, I like the grit by this Senior football team tonight, Steve. I almost counted them out there for a little bit. They stepped it up, played a really good last 1.5 quarters of this game. So if you're Coach Plessley, you have to be proud of your team. This Clinton team's a very good offensive team, and they're going to be a force to be reckoned with in their district, that's for sure. Edminster finds Johnson on the sideline for a nice completion of 12 yards, and he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Out of bounds, stop the clock.
Again, good looking throw by Edminster. Kenteria Johnson able to find a hole on that right side, sit in it, gather the ball, and step out of bounds. Minute 30 left. Edminster under center. He's been the go-to guy in the second half for the Rams tonight. Edminster, pressure coming. Has to kind of throw one away right there out of bounds, and he does. Big number 54 applying the pressure, Trevor Berry, through the smaller Edminster at 5'11", 170. Burry, 6'2", 250, almost has him by 100 pounds. Just threw him to the side right there on that quarterback pressure. Minute 23 remaining, second down and 10 for the Rams. Looking for a miracle here at Dalzell. It is homecoming, and never say never. Edminster rolling to his left, has a man. It's Carter Schmidt. He's pushed out of bounds at the 28. Nice looking pass. That's a tough pass to make. Mr. Ortman is going to your left as a right-handed quarterback, twisting those hips and firing it to an open man. So I got to give him some credit on that one.
First of all, I really appreciate you calling me Mr. Ortman. That's very nice of you. Great manners. Great manners.
That was brought up well. Edminster, he's got to get rid of the ball. He throws it. Fortunately, he threw that one as he's falling down. There was a man in the area. That was Carter Schmidt. Stops the clock. It will be second down and 10 from the 28. Rams clinging to hope here still. They need to get one in the end zone here ASAP. We'll see what the Ram offense has drawn up here. A little jailbreak screen, read perfectly, and down goes Schmidt, and that's going to keep that clock running.
Carter Schmidt to the 25.
Not a huge fan of the play call. I know Rams are trying to make something happen, though, so and that's an attempt. 58 seconds left. Hurry up style now for Edminster and the Rams.
I'll be sure to tell the Rams coaches after the game that you weren't a big fan of some of the play calls.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh,
Fumble-Rooski there. And Schnee able to jump on the ball.
Recovered by Schmidt.
Good play by the River Kings. That was, it looked like number 7, Brett Beckwith is his name. Was able to jump in, strip the ball from Edminster. Schnee comes out of the game. Not sure if he looks a little beat up on that play.
Say what?
We got a little ain't nobody got time for this going on the scoreboard there. That's a nice touch. Here comes Edminster. It's 4th and 24. He's going up top. Schmidt on the sideline and out of bounds. And that's going to all but do it here for the Rams on homecoming night. Turnover on downs, and the River Kings will take over for one final knee and a victory ride home for the River Kings, as they will turn their record to 3-1 overall in the season. 37-22 victory here tonight at Dalzell on the road. Good effort by both sides. The River Kings just had the edge here. That blocked punt, scoop and score by Tolan was one of the big difference makers of this ball game, as that cut some momentum down for the Rams. Good game, well coached on both sides. Again, the final seconds tick away here at Dalzell on homecoming night. Both teams getting ready to shake hands here as they come across the 50-yard line. Schnee was, I believe, around 175 yards rushing.
Yep, Schnee, he finished with
And that's the game.
31 carries for 170 yards.
And his 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns,
So
yep.
good game for Schnee. Malik Harris as well with that 57-yard touchdown run earlier were all she wrote for the Rams from an offensive perspective. Edminster was in and out of the lineup in this ball game and made some good passes there at the end. Other than that, Johnny Sullivan for the Clinton River Kings controlled the game here from an offensive perspective to go along with Gage Harris. Gage just under 100 yards rushing, a couple touchdowns. Did have that long reception for a touchdown as well. So River Kings just under their average for scoring on the season with 37. They will go to start their district play next week. They host the Iowa City High Little Hawks next Friday night down at their place. So the district play in 4A does get exciting here coming up next week. Rams will travel to Davenport to take on Davenport West as well. Rams drop to 1-3 overall, 0-0 in district play with that first district game coming up next week. So, Steve, any final comments that you have before we jet off the live stream tonight? I do appreciate you joining us in the booth. It's been a heck of a time.
Yeah, real quick, it was great to see a game here at Dalzell for the first time since the renovation. Great fight by the Rams in the second half. They got in a hole early, but they kept fighting right to the end. Sam Schnee, a great ball game. Rams really battled in the second half. Held Clinton to no points in the fourth quarter, so you take the positives. Outscored them 8-0 in the fourth quarter, and at this point, if you're Dale Plessel, the Rams coaches, it's a whole new ball game. Wipe these games clean. Everything can change for you as you head into district play. So we'll see what happens there. I really enjoyed this. It's a great time, Travis.
Me as well. So hopefully we have more of these. Hopefully you get to enjoy Dalzell, the Rock Bowl, or wherever that next big game is. We know you're chasing those big games down, so we appreciate it.
As I'm sure many viewers have seen on More in the Score, I love sharing my expertise in any realm.
We enjoy it as well. Again, for Steve Hortman, our camera operators, Brady Cole and Andrew Thill, also our producer, Paul Karutzais, we couldn't have done it without him as well. So thanks if to our viewers at home, and till next time, have a great night. Thank you. You have watched Boys High School Football from TH Media.